Hello, and welcome to Forex Academy. I want to personally thank you for joining us today. If you are an absolute beginner who has ever looked at a price chart and felt completely lost, then you are in the right place. Over the next few minutes, we're going to strip away all the noise and the hype, and I'm going to give you a simple, repeatable playbook for your first 30 days as a trader. Before we even get started, I have to give you a quick but very important disclaimer. This presentation is for educational purposes only. The content you're about to see is based on my own experience and research. Trading stocks, Forex, or any financial instrument involves a significant risk of loss, and it is not suitable for all investors. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here should be considered financial advice. The information presented is general in nature and does not take into account your specific financial situation. Past performance does not guarantee future results. You are solely responsible for your own trading decisions and the potential consequences. With that said, let's get started on building your foundation. If you find this video helpful, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps others find this content. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next part of your trading journey. Let's dive in. So, what are we going to cover today? We're going to build this like a house from the ground up. First, we'll define what day trading actually is, the honest truth, not the fantasy. Then, we'll cover the absolute non-negotiable rules of risk management. This is your safety net. After that, I'll introduce you to your trading toolkit. We're not going to fill your chart with 100 confusing indicators. We're going to focus on clarity. Then, we'll get into the meat of the course, a complete step-by-step strategy called the Trend Pullback. And finally, I'll lay out a clear 30-day action plan to take you from beginner to a disciplined, rule-following trader. Sound good? Let's get to it. All right, let's start with the basics. What is day trading? The textbook definition is simple. It's the act of buying and selling a financial instrument, like a stock, a currency, or a commodity, within the same trading day. You close out all your positions before the market closes. But let's talk about the goal. The goal of a day trader is not to find the next Amazon or Tesla and hold it for 10 years. Our goal is to capitalize on small, short-term price movements. We want to profit from what price does in the next few hours or even the next few minutes. This is fundamentally different from investing. An investor asks, is this a good company? A day trader asks, is this price likely to go up in the next hour? We don't care about the company's CEO or its quarterly earnings report in the long term. We care about the price action in front of us. Now, here's the reality check. It's easy to get swept up in the idea of quitting your job and getting rich quick, but that's a lottery ticket mentality. The truth is, day trading is a skill. And like any skill, whether it's playing the guitar, learning a language, or becoming a master chef, it takes time, practice, and discipline. The goal here is consistent, repeatable income, not a one-time, lucky home run. We're building a business. And that brings me to the most important point of this entire course. There's a phrase that every successful trader lives by, and it's this: a vibe or a feeling is not a strategy. I can't tell you how many beginners lose money because they bought a stock simply because they had a good feeling about it. That's gambling, not trading. A real strategy is built on 4 solid pillars. First, the setup. What conditions must be true on the chart for you to even consider a trade? Is it an uptrend? Is it near a support level? The setup is your checklist. Second, the trigger. This is the exact moment you click the buy or sell button. It's not a guess. It's a specific condition, like a candle closing above a certain price. Third, the invalidation. This is where you're proven wrong. Every trade has a point where you say, my reason for being in this trade is gone. That's what we call your stop loss. It's not optional. And fourth, the exit. You have to know where you're going to take your profit before you even enter the trade. If you can't clearly define these 4 pillars for a trade, you don't take the trade. Simple as that. All right, let's talk about your safety net. This is arguably more important than the strategy itself. Risk management is what separates professional traders from gamblers. Rule number 1, the 1% rule. This is non-negotiable. You will never, ever risk more than 1% of your total trading account on a single trade. What does that mean? If you have a $1,000 account, your maximum loss per trade is $10. That's it. This one rule ensures that you can be wrong dozens of times in a row and still have capital left to trade another day. It turns a devastating loss into a manageable business expense. Rule number 2, the daily loss limit. Your trading day ends not when you hit a profit target, but when you hit a loss limit. If you have 2 or 3 losing trades in a row, you close your laptop. You stop. Why? Because your emotions are now in control. You'll start making irrational decisions to get it back, which almost always leads to a blow-up. Protect your capital to fight another day. Rule number 3, think in R. This is a simple mental shift that removes emotion from the equation. R stands for your risk. So, if you lose $10, that's minus 1 R. It's just a cost of doing business. If you make $10, that's plus 1 R. If you make $20, that's plus 2 R. By thinking in terms of R, you stop obsessing over the dollar amount and start focusing on the consistency of your execution. A good trader focuses on making a series of plus 1 R and plus 2 R trades, not try to hit a home run on every single one. Now, let's talk about the tool that makes risk management possible, the stop loss. A stop loss is an automatic sell order that you set to trigger if the price falls to a certain level. It's your insurance policy. It protects you from catastrophic losses, especially if the market moves against you while you're away from your computer. The most common mistake beginners make is placing their stop loss where it feels safe, like just below a round number. That's not how it's done. You place your stop where you are wrong. Where is your reason for being in the trade invalidated? In an uptrend, if you're buying, you place your stop just below the recent swing low, the lowest point of the most recent pullback. Why? Because if that level breaks, it means the uptrend structure is likely failing. Your reason for being in the trade is gone. And here's a golden rule. Never, ever move your stop loss further away to give the trade more room. This is the #1 way traders turn a small, manageable loss into an account-destroying disaster. If the trade hits your stop, accept it. You were wrong. The market is telling you to get out. Listen to it. Now that you know how to protect your capital, let's talk about the tools you'll use to find your trades. You might be tempted to load up your chart with a dozen different indicators, moving averages, oscillators, Bollinger Bands, but I'm going to tell you a secret. You don't need them. As a beginner, they only add confusion. What you need is clarity, and clarity comes from 3 simple tools. Tool 01, support and resistance. This is the foundation of all technical analysis. Support is a price level where buyers have historically stepped in to stop a price from falling further. Resistance is a price level where sellers have stepped in to stop a price from rising further. Your job is to draw horizontal lines on your chart to identify these key levels. Tool 02, trend lines. You need to be able to look at a chart and quickly tell if it's an uptrend or a downtrend. An uptrend is defined by a series of higher highs and higher lows. A downtrend is defined by a series of lower highs and lower lows. That's it. If you can't see that structure, there is no trend. Tool 03, the 15-minute chart. This is your playground. As a beginner, you should not be looking at a 1-minute chart. It's too noisy and chaotic. The 15-minute chart gives you enough detail to see clear patterns and trends, but it filters out a lot of the random market noise that will trick you. Start here. Master it. All right, it's time to put it all together. This is the core of our playbook, the Trend Pullback Strategy. Why am I teaching this to absolute beginners? Because it trades with market momentum, not against it. You're not trying to pick a top or a bottom. You're waiting for a trend to confirm itself and then hopping on board. It has clear, objective rules with no guesswork. And honestly, across all the major trading resources you'll find, this is the most consistently recommended strategy for new traders. So what's the core idea? In a strong uptrend, prices don't just go up in a straight line. They rally up, then they take a breather and pull back down, then they rally up again to make a new high. Our job is simple. We want to buy during that rest period, right as the rally is about to resume. So, step 1, and this is the most critical step, identify the trend. You will only take trades in a confirmed uptrend or a confirmed downtrend. If the market is choppy and moving sideways, you do nothing. Look at the chart on the left. A confirmed uptrend is a series of higher highs, HH, and higher lows, HL. The peaks are getting higher, and the valleys are getting higher. That's our green light to look for buying opportunities. The middle chart shows a sideways market with relatively equal highs, EH, and equal lows, EL. In this market, you stay out. No trade. The chart on the right is a confirmed downtrend with lower highs, LH, and lower lows, LL. In a downtrend, you would flip the strategy and look for selling opportunities. For this lesson, we'll focus on buying in an uptrend. Okay, so you've identified a strong uptrend. Now, step 2, you wait for the pullback. In an uptrend, price will eventually dip down toward a prior support level or a previous swing low. This is the moment of truth. You do not jump in yet. Patience is your greatest weapon. Most beginners get excited and buy right here, hoping it will bounce. But you're not most beginners. Step 3 is the trigger, your actual entry signal. The golden rule here is never buy the falling knife. Never try to catch a falling price. You wait for confirmation that the dip is over and the buyers have taken control again. Your entry signal is a new 15-minute candle that closes above the previous candle's high. This is a small sign of momentum shifting back to the upside. That's your cue to enter. Let's put real numbers to this so it becomes crystal clear. Let's say our entry price is at $10. This is the trigger point, right when the candle closes above the previous candle's high. Where do we put our stop loss? We put it just below the lowest point of the pullback. In this example, that's at $9.90. This is our invalidation point. If the price breaks below $9.90, our reason for being in the trade is gone. And where is our first take profit? We aim for the most recent previous swing high, which is $10.50. This is a logical area where sellers might come back in, so it's a smart place to take profits. Now, look at the reward to risk ratio on this trade. Our risk is 10 cents per share. Our potential profit is 50 cents per share. That's a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio. That is excellent. It means you can be wrong 4 out of 5 times and still break even. Now, this is where the magic of risk management comes together with the strategy. Let's apply the 1% rule to this trade. We have a $1,000 account, so our maximum risk is $10. Our risk per share is 10 cents, the difference between our entry at $10 and our stop loss at $9.90. To figure out how many shares to buy, we use a simple formula. Max risk, $10, divided by risk per share, 10 cents, equals 100 shares. That's it. You buy 100 shares. If the trade hits your stop loss, you lose exactly $10 or 1% of your account. Nothing more. You're not guessing on position size. You're not letting your emotions decide how much to buy. It's a pre-calculated, professional decision that protects your account trade after trade, year after year. Now, here's a pro tip that will take your trading to the next level. It's called the scale-out method. Instead of selling all your shares at one target, you sell them in stages. First, set target 1, T1, at the previous swing high. When price hits that level, you sell 50% of your shares. What have you done? You've locked in real profit. The trade is now a success. Next, immediately move your stop loss up to your exact entry price. Your remaining 50% of shares is now risk-free. The worst-case scenario is that you break even on that portion. Finally, let the remaining 50% ride to target 2, T2, which could be a new high or the next resistance level. If the trend continues, you capture maximum profit. If it reverses and hits your new stop at entry, you still won at T1. This method ensures you're taking profits off the table while giving yourself a chance to let a winner run. Before we get to your action plan, let's quickly go over 3 common beginner mistakes to avoid. First, chasing the trade. You see a big, beautiful green candle shooting up, and you FOMO, fear of missing out, in at the very top. Your buying after the move has already happened. The fix? Be patient. The setup comes to you. If you missed it, that's okay. The next one is coming. Second, trading choppy markets. Remember, The trend pullback strategy only works in a clear trend. If you open your chart and can't clearly identify higher highs and higher lows or lower highs and lower lows, then step aside. No trend equals no trade. Forcing a trade in a sideways market is a recipe for small, frustrating losses. And third, the most dangerous one, moving your stop loss. We talked about this. Do not widen your stop to give the trade more room. This single action has destroyed more accounts than any other. Accept the small loss. It's the cost of doing business. Protect your account for the next, better opportunity. Okay, we've covered the theory. Now it's time for the most important part, the action plan. This is your roadmap for the next 30 days. For weeks 1 and 2, you're going to paper trade. That means zero real money. You'll open a free demo account, and your only job is to practice. Every day, you'll draw your support and resistance levels. You'll identify trends. You'll look for higher highs and higher lows. And you'll take 20 to 30 fake trades using this exact strategy. This is your time to make mistakes without any financial consequence. For weeks 3 and 4, you will go live with the smallest size possible. That means if your broker allows it, you trade one single share. Your focus is not on the profit and loss. It is 100% on following the rules. Did you wait for the trigger? Did you place your stop loss correctly? Did you scale out? You need to log every single trade. Entry, stop, target, result. The goal is simple. Execute this strategy 30 times. After you've taken 30 trades, you'll have enough data to know if this strategy fits your personality and your schedule. Don't judge it after one win or one loss. Judge it after 30 executions. As we wrap up, let's leave you with the key takeaways to remember. Day trading is not a gamble. It is a repeatable process. Treat it like a business. You must risk 1% per trade. This is non-negotiable, and it applies to every single trade you will ever take. The trend pullback strategy gives you a clear path. Find a trend, wait for the dip, buy the bounce, and target the previous high. Always start on a demo account. Prove the system works for you before you risk your hard-earned money. And above all, focus on your process, not the profits. After 30 trades, review your journal, learn from it, and then you can begin to refine. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope this session has given you the clarity and confidence to start your trading journey on the right foot. I want to leave you with one final thought. The market will always be here. There's no rush. Build your foundation brick by brick, and the results will follow. Now, if you found this course valuable, I have one final ask for you. Please like this video. It really helps us reach more beginners who need this kind of honest, structured guidance. If you're ready to commit to your trading education, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release the next module in this series. And if you're ready to take the next step, head over to our website, forexacademy.com.ng, for more resources, live trading sessions, and advanced courses. From all of us here at Forex Academy, thank you for watching. Trade smart, manage your risk, and I'll see you in the next lesson.